What is up, fam? Welcome back to Lethal Gaming. It's your gamer Lethal here, bringing you another session of Age of Empires 2. Check this out, guys. We got a new setup. We got the whole caster setup. Thank God I found a video on YouTube and found a way to download this cool platform. On the top of my head, I forgot what it's called, but it allows us to cast the game of Age of Empires 2 in a different level, you know? Like, look at this. You get to see what the player has collected, his KD down here, the resources collected. You get to see what they're doing out of, you know, it's just amazing. This is what they use for Age of Empires games. You get to see the stats up here, what they've researched, the resources they've collected, all that good stuff. Guys, also, this is a test. It's my first game like this, so let's test it out. I plugged in my professional mic that I spent a lot of money on, and I was trying to set it up. Hopefully it goes well. So let's just jump into this game and introduce the players, guys. Blue is Lethal. Who the flip is that guy? Playing as the Portuguese. Going random, full random. Full random means you can't play the same civ again if you do 10 games back to back. I've already mentioned this before, but just a friendly reminder. Lethal is doing just standard play, trying to get his leg up in the world. But unfortunately, Lethal is coming out of a 3-loss streak. Let's look at our red player, guys. Red is Grimnir as the Britons. I'm guessing this is just an automatic select, you know. People play the Britons a lot. They are one of my favorite civs, if not my favorite civ back in the day. I loved playing them. So I totally get it. If you're gonna play Britons, I understand why you do it. I used to do it all the freaking time. So standard gameplay for red.
Yay.
It is being smart, you know. 2 on wood and early food. Kind of an interesting opening. And remember last game, guys, I said if there's 2 on wood and you scouted this early, it could be misleading. But this is misleading because homie is putting a 3rd on wood just a second after.
Yay.
He is starting to house and lure his little ostriches. Look at these guys. 140 food, 5 HP, and they move 0.74, whatever. Oh my gosh, we can see the speed. These move 1.2. Almost twice the speed. Red is just starting to wall off, guys. Remember, Britons have great bonuses. They're an archer civ. They have the longest archers in the game. They have the cheapest town centers in the game. So a common strategy we see with the Britons players is basically going Castle Age and utilizing that bonus. Also, Britons collect sheep food faster than a normal player. I believe it's by like 15%. Could be wrong. Don't ask me. We're gonna have to look it up, guys. And so, overall, Lethal is just doing standard play. He lured 1 ostrich in cheekily and forgot it about already. He forgot about it. Lethal, what are you doing, man? Look at this, guys. You can literally see the hairs and the pixels on the villager. Holy smokes, that's hilarious. The zoom in is insane. Look at this. You can see the whole map. Look at that. What the heck? This is insane. Can't believe this is even a thing. But whoever created it is a genius. Thank you for supporting the AOE 2 community and my favorite game of all time. Lethal lured in both of his rhinos, not boars, and is going for gold, guys. What happens if you see this in a mining camp? This most likely indicates some kind of man-at-arms, or he's just trying to be a tryhard. Oh, there it is. There goes his barracks, and you know, go full archers in feudal age. 4 racks, you know, just build 4 archery ranges. Let's take a look at what Red doing. Lethal is gonna notice this. He's gonna be like, what the flip? Homie's walling his old thing. I was confused. Lethal was confused, guys. He saw these houses like, what? What are these houses? Why can't I go around them? Lethal attacks them and does a little cheeky thing. And, you know, that's okay. You gotta pick on your enemy sometime, you know? Every time, long time, sometime. I mean, look at that. Red doesn't give a crap about anything else. He scouted his base, he's built the gate, he's made sure to know exactly where his resources were. He has his stone, his gold, he has his wood villagers. He is safe walling. He's like, this is my strat. I don't care what you do. Chris Pratt, right? Great actor, by the way. And he's just walling up. Look at this. 2 villagers. He's not messing around. This negates early fuel H pushes. If we look at the time frame, guys, it's 9 minutes. Typically, Minotaurs can hit you at 9 minutes, and he's fully walled, right? And then scouts hit you around 10 to 12 minutes, depending on what city you're playing and how early you go. If you do 18 villagers, scout rush, you could probably hit the base by 10 minutes pretty easily most of the time. So he's fully walled, luring his last ostrich, chilling. Homie is kubayan. But Blue, on the other hand, is like, what the heck am I gonna do here? You know, there's still an opening, I hope. Oh, well, that's not what I needed. There we go, that's what we needed. Blue's like, yeah, there's hope. Nope, there ain't no hope for you, brother.
Ready.
This guy's fully walled. Boom. Feudal age timing. Perfect. They appear. Perfect. Militia appear. But red is like, nah. 45 seconds? 45 seconds, guys. Look at this difference. 25 villagers, but he still has 40 seconds to go. 20 villagers. And Lethal's already in fuel age. Let's see if Lethal can catch up. Notice that difference. Can Lethal get 25 villagers before he goes to feudal age? This guy already has an economy advantage. So Lethal upgrades his Minotaur Rush. Completely useless at this point, but at least he's distracting 2 villagers that are not collecting resources. These villagers are wasting on wood supply. Look at his wood supply go down very slowly. Not really. He hasn't started repairing yet. Now it's going to go down slowly but surely. So Blue is in fuel age. Lethal's down 3 villagers, and Lethal is probably just having a hard time. Look at this resources. No food. Trying to balance his economy. He's going 2 archery ranges. This is aggressive. Lethal's considering like, okay, this guy's fully walled. I'm going to go full archery ranges. This is not the smartest thing, because typically when people are fully walled, if they can wall successfully behind it, you have no chance of breaking through. So that's Lethal's point of view, you know? And he doesn't see. He just sees this. Obviously, red guys is like, okay, don't care about anything else, you know? He's just literally chilling. And as I get used to this, guys, bear with me. It still doesn't work. Okay, there we go. And boom, castle. Clicks in at 13 minutes. Solid time, so he's going to be there at 15 minutes. Not a bad timing, you know? I've seen 13-30-minute castles. I've seen 14-minute castles. This is a 15-minute solid castle time with a little bit of pressure. Blue breaks through. Blue's trying to, you know, distract him, do something. Just don't have them standing around. He is picking at the villagers with his archers, trying to do some damage on them.
Mandatum. Greeting. Ready.
Doesn't kill a single one. Guys, notice the microfill here. Blue should have, you know, use the little micro. Red, what are you doing? Build a lumber camp. No! Don't cut it without the lumber camp. Long distance running, guys. If you're a marathon runner, it's all good, right? So, Lethal knows this. Lethal knows that red is going to the castle. Lethal, what does he do? He is adding military. Look, KD 0-0, guys. Economy. Lethal's economy is actually higher than red. I wonder why. Maybe it's because at this point, red is long distance everything, which isn't the smartest idea. Blue is like, okay, he's definitely not coming out of his base, but I'm gonna wall in case he decides to come out of his base later on. Blue is upgrading the wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow increases productivity of villagers by a certain amount of percentage, 20, whatever it is. So it's a nice bonus. He's going full economy. Look at this. Town center drop. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, guys. I wanted to mention. I ended my 3-win streak, fam. I was so close to hitting 1500. One more game and I would have hit 1500, but unfortunately I lost 2 games in a row because I haven't been playing much, not practicing, so rusty. They were pretty bad losses. I could cast those games if you guys want to see me suck at the game, but really it was just me not having my fingers warmed up. Because as you can tell, most of the games I post, I almost lose every last one of them. I know I would usually post only win games and not the losing games, but if I find a good game where I lose, which I have posted some losing games in the back, I definitely will consider it. But we are trying to hit that 1500 milestone, guys. It's going to be amazing for us as an AOE player to hit 1500. The goal is 2K, but 1500 will be a great start. So what is Red doing? Red has a mangonel building. Look, it's going to pop out. It's going to get a hit. Nope. Lethal sees that. He reacts. I guess he got a little bit of damage on the Man-at-Arms, but the archers are safe. Running away. 3 town centers already for a Red player. Resources collected. Almost 1,000 difference. This isn't good for Red. But Red has 34 villagers and he's starting to pump hopefully 3 villagers at a time. But he can't because he does not have the food supply yet. So you have 3 villagers as Red, but what is the point when you can't pump that economy? Lethal is poking around some more. Let's focus on the action. He's trying to distract him. So Lethal basically sends his archers here, so he pulls the mangonel. And what is he doing in the meantime? He's trying to break through. This was such a big misclick. What was Lethal thinking? I'm pretty sure Lethal tried to click on the palisade wall, but homie just went kumbayaing. And they're like, we gotta go build, get our own house. Let's kill the Red's house, right? No, not in this case. So Lethal almost broke through, but unfortunately did not get a chance. Gets hit, loses 3 archers, slow reaction timing, GG, well played. Red has a solid defense. Red's chilling. He has the 3 trio, the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit type of thing. He's kumbayaing, not building a church yet. Hopefully he'll find the Lord. And he has very great defensive structures. Siege Workshop. When you're going archers, this is hard to play against as archers. You have to have very good micro. And he's already in Castle Age and his Feudal Age archers. Why are we even talking about this? With crossbowmen, it's hard to fight against a mangonel, and you need like a stack of 20 crossbowmen. Lethal has 4 archers here, 4 archers here, and he's like, okay, I'm clearly not gonna get through.
Mandatum.
He's still poking around. Red sees this. He keeps walling off here and there. He has a solid defense, but it's one of those things. Blue, on the other hand, he's like, okay, I'm not getting through. Blue finally hit the castle age. 21 minutes, guys. Notice the difference in timing. Red already has 42 villagers. He's seeding 15 farms, so he's gonna be able to build enough villagers and sustain each town center, basically, is all I'm trying to say. Red's like, okay, I can't break through. Continue what I was saying. Let's continue scouting, and let's just keep some patrols going in case the troll tries to leave his base, right? He's totally chilling. Red is building 3 TCs at a time, and that is really freaking nice for him. But on the other hand, he doesn't have, oh, look at that, we can even get rid of everything. He doesn't have map domination, but he does have economy advancement. And if he, for some reason, kind of messed up and, did something that wasn't like efficient, or let's say I went all in and he didn't see my army. Right now, Red has 2 army on the field, and if I have 30 army in the next 2 minutes or 5 minutes and attack him luckily and get through, he's dead. What are you gonna defend with, right? But Red, on the other hand, he's getting ready for the Imperial Age. He's chilling, building his TCs, building his university. I would have dropped a church first, but he has a different strategy. He transitioned to stone. Let's take a quick look at what Blue is up to in his base. Blue, on the other hand, Fog of War, guys, check that out. Has a lot of places scouted. He's patrolling everything. He's trying to make sure this homie stays in his hut. Blue finally built his first TC. 41 bills to 59 bills, guys. Blue is gonna lose the eco game. And I'm just lying. He has a third TC right here. So that was his third TC. He has a second one here. I didn't notice that. Totally forgot. Lethal's like, I know I'm behind. I gotta catch up. So he doing some marketing here, guys. 100 food for 157 gold. Red needs it. He's building a 4th town center. It's like, there's no way I'm gonna catch up to his eco. 62. I mean, what are you gonna do? But look, resources collected, 11.4k, 11.2k. Lethal's not that behind, but he is behind in the overall population. 65 bills, you know, 60 bills. No, that's population. That's right. Population is almost the same. We're learning, guys. We're learning. 50 buildings, economy units 50, 63. That's where it is. And then military units 11.3. Ooh, I like this. This is sick. This is sick. And then you can see the houses 90, 100, and the ratings of both players. Oh, this is amazing. This is gonna be a whole new adventure. Shout out to you, Peter. I know you asked me about this a long time ago. I finally figured it out, so hopefully you enjoy these games. Now let's stop talking about random stuff and focus on what is happening on the map. Red is dropping a castle. I did anticipate this. I'm pretty sure Blue has seen this. Yes, Blue already saw this, pulled his troops back, make sure that you know, not to lose anything to the castle. Blue also decided to send something here. This is where his gate is. If he leaves with villagers, Blue will know. If he leaves with villagers, Blue will know. If he leaves with villagers, Blue will never know. They should have probably stayed here. So Red is starting to build longbowmen. Guys, these are the, in my opinion, the best archers in the game. People can contemplate like Rattan archers better because Rattan has more defense. Rattan can tank longbowmen fire like crazy. Rattan archer can beat a skirmisher, and skirmishers counter archers. All the archers, not just one. So Blue is gonna see Red's little aggression. He's like, okay, spaghetti-o, transition to skirmishers, but he has castle age skirmishers. Red finally got ballistics. Just research. This is castle age, feudal age skirmishers. That's what I'm trying to see here. Look at this. Look at this skirmisher helping out a buddy. Lion King, rip. Lion King Part 7. He didn't make it. You know. Blue's like, okay, I know he has a castle. He has archers. I need to build a forward castle. Notice how earlier Blue transitioned gold to stone. I actually forgot to look at that. Okay, let's see what the comment here. But that is a point that I just made because I remember, obviously, I played the game, right? So, Blue knew that Red's gonna go castles. There's no way. There's no way he's not. And so, Red's coming out up front. Notice that he's building a barracks. He's getting aggressive. Look at the floating wood. This is bad, guys. You don't want to do this to yourself. Red is a lower ELO prayer, 1421. God bless. Almost me, you know. I'm not much better, but look at the differences. Blue is utilizing a whole lot of resources. He's not letting him float too high. But this, you can sell all this and get gold food and go to Imperial. Red's building another castle. And he's putting the pressure on. Lethal deletes the castle and decides to go here. He's still on 3 villagers back home. I mean 3 town centers. Lethal's still on 4 town centers. Let's look at the town center pop. 87 to 84. 18.6k to 80k. So Lethal manages to restabilize his economy. Look at this. 87, 86. 4 town centers. Guys, do that if we need to catch up. But this is a big problem. Red is aggressive. Red has 16 military units on the field, almost the same as Lethal. Lethal has 20. Lethal finally researched elite skirmisher. He is not researched anything else. No defense upgrades. I mean, come on. He only has 2. He has bodkin arrow. That's it. Oh, there goes padded archer armor. Lethal is listening to what I'm saying, so he's starting to upgrade his archers. On the other hand, Red has everything upgraded besides 1 archer defense research. And notice how Red is going towards men-at-arms. It's brilliant. If you are a Britons player, your 2 worst enemies are skirmishers and cavalry. Skirmishers you can kill with men-at-arms and long swordsmen. Ideally long swordsmen, 2-handed swordmen, and then champions. And cavalry you could quickly transition to pikeman and halberdier. That all comes from the barracks. It's your only 2 options as a Brits player. Or you could build 100 longbowmen and just snipe every paladin that runs at you. That's like a cooler OG strategy. So that is something to consider, fam. Red is starting to expand a little bit. Another Lion King Part 8. He ain't gonna survive much longer. Rip. He's building houses. He's also trying to push. He's killing all of Lethal's archery ranges. This is good. Lethal's like, oh snap, drops a siege workshop. He's starting to build organ guns. Organ guns are a gunpowder troop. They're great against everything in the game, but most importantly, they do well against infantry. They can pair with cavalry fairly good and whatnot. Lethal is also collecting some relics. Lethal's dropping another siege workshop. Lethal's feeling the pressure. Look at the scores, guys. Eye to eye. Look at the villagers. Eye to eye. I mean, we got ourselves a freaking game. Combat, eye to eye, everything's the same. This is a balanced score. Notice how Red won the game. He had almost 20 villagers above Lethal, but Lethal's like, okay, he might not attack. If I focus economy, I know I could catch up. But now, since Lethal's caught up, he's going a full kill blow. I don't know why Red did not go to the Imperial Age. He is trying to push Lethal's town center, but you know, one man Ganel, guys, one man Ganel. OG, you got VIP this game. You just saved Lethal a whole world of trouble. I don't know why Red did not go Imperial Age to get advantage with trebuchets. Typically, most Brits players do that. A little bit of micro here. Not really. He microed the first hit correctly, but the second hit didn't work. Britain players always go to the Imperial Age. And then they build trebs, archers, and just kill you. You can't do anything. Look at this. You do not want to do this, guys. Always separate. Do 2 here, 1 here. Separate all the villagers. Lower ELO bracket. Welcome, welcome. I mean, what is Lethal talking about? Look at that. But this is good. This is good. 1, 2, 3. Could add a few more villagers. Lethal is... Gotta pull those villagers. I thought I did pull them, but they got killed. Red's running around to snipe. He's like, okay, let's just snipe. Homie has ballistics. Red is going to the Imperial Age, but unfortunately for Red, Lethal is getting ballistics and just hit the Imperial Age. There was a little pause, guys. I was disconnecting. I had to switch back to my personal hotspot, 5G internet, so I had a chance to disconnect in the game. My normal internet doesn't work for crap, guys. We pay $130 a month. And what the flip is that for? It's better than Starlink apparently. Not really though, but it is better according to a tech guru I chatted with. He said don't buy Starlink because it's not good in your area. And I was like, okay, thanks for the news. Not going to do that, but I guess you save a little bit of money for worse internet. That's the whole point of it. So Lethal is like, okay, I'm going to buy chemistry. Why is Lethal buying chemistry? Well, they're going to benefit everything. These will turn into fireballs. These will have an increased attack. And he's unlocking the bombard cannon. That is Lethal's strategy. He's like, okay, homie has 6+2 range. Eventually, the longbowmen have 6+6 range. That's 12 range. A bombard cannon starts with 12 range. And if you buy siege engineers, you get +1 range. So that's 13 range. You can, you know, do a little bit of work. A little bit of work. Bombard cannon is queued up. There we go. First bombard cannon's on the way. Heck yeah. But here's the deal, guys. Red is imp. He instantly buys bracer, instantly buys chemistry. Can he afford elite longbowman? Nope, he cannot. Look at the resources. Look at this, 117 to 113, eye to eye, guys. Even though he's floating so much wood, unnecessary wood in my opinion, could use the market, at least sell it. He's having a pretty good military. He's queuing up 3 trebuchets. He's still on 2 barracks. Come on, drop some barracks. Look at Lethal. He drops siege workshop. He drops archery ranges. He drops another siege workshop. Lethal could do better too. He has villagers kumbayaing over here. Let's see this first clash of titans. Let's go. Lethal is trying to. Oh, one goes down. Trying to do a little micro here with his bombard cannons. Trying to stop Red pressuring him. Score is still the same. Oh my goodness. Now Lethal has the economy advantage. He's still producing villagers. Two-handed swordman coming in clutch. Siege engineers coming in clutch. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 12 plus 1. 12 now plus 1. So now he'll have the range. advantage. But let's see what happens here. Even though he has the range advantage. Boom, 1 for 2. Got a nice hit there. Red is starting to trap down Lethal's Town Center. This like, nah, I'm not losing this TC. I'm not gonna let homie lose this. I got an army. I got a 578 army against 69 army on the field right now. Lethal is hopefully 200 pop. Yep, 200 pop. Kills that trebuchet, sends him to the grave, and he's trying to push him back. He's like, okay, I got bombard cannons. Red's like, I gotta fight. No, Longbowman researched, finally has that advantage. He has the 6+6 range, 7+4, so his Longbowmen are almost fully researched, just missing 1 defense research. Lethal Skirmishers are fully researched, has everything on them that you can possibly get that is important. So, Red is, guys, Clash of Titans, Red is sending his military forward. Look at that, Slaughterfest. That's what happens when you have a few gunpowder troops in the mix with anti-archery. And of course, we have this guy right here. Look at this guy. Yo, bro, I'm gonna kill everything. I can't even reach my enemy. Let's focus on this Clash of Titans. Boom, battle. I don't know why Red is pulling his troops to this side, but he successfully annihilates the town center. That is a good thing. Now Lethal's equivalent to him, 3 town centers, and Red drops a 4th. So kudos. Although it's unnecessary, he's not producing anything. I guess it's more for self-defense. Look at him snipe. Lethal's micro isn't the best there. He could have got a few more archer kills with those, but I don't know what he was doing. He's just running around half the time doing nothing. Bam. Trade. Oh, finally our legendary archers have gone to the grave, and GG, well played. Lethal's expanding here. He deletes the walls like, screw this. I need to go grab this relic. I need to go grab all this stuff. He's still chilling with the scout here. He got to go get the stone. Red, on the other hand, has not expanded here to gain these resources and whatnot. I mean, guys, it's still an eye-to-eye game, but look at this. What is the problem with lower ELO? This is the problem. 200 pop, 198, I lied, 145. You can build more population, but look at all these resources. He's transitioning. He doesn't know how to win. What's happening here, guys? Am I that bad of a player? I don't do this kind of stuff, but I lose plenty of games. Maybe I get connected with Smurfs. That's why I can't climb the ladder, right? If you get Smurfed out every game, you'll never get out of. I felt like I could never get out of 1200 ELO, but now I'm almost at 1500. New freaking bracket. Look at the advantage of the Brit archers. He's just sniping these guys, and Lethal's like going back and forth, losing them, but at least Lethal has plenty of food. At this point, guys, it's like Lethal's floating. He finally got Elite Organ Gun. Nice. Blue is transitioning to light cavalry. He's like, I gotta go cav. I mean, Red is transitioning to light cavalry. But honestly, he should transition to cavaliers, because light cavalry or cavaliers, I think in this circumstance you want more power. And if you still got access to gold, cavaliers will have a greater effect. He snipes. Ooh, at the cost of like 5 archers. Lethal snipes 5 archers for 1 bombard cannon. I mean, it's probably still a worth trade. What's the value and economy difference, right? Look at the resources collected. Lethal's finally 7,000 resources ahead. Look at the idle timing, 37, 38 minutes, but now it's going to start picking up like crazy because you want to focus an army. There's no reason to build villagers anymore. Lethal stops at 126, which is totally okay. You can even go to 140, but whatever. In this case, Lethal is building a simpler composition. Skirmishers, organ guns, he has everything he needs. So Red's like, I'm gonna go, boom, 3rd Clash of Titans, but I mean obliterated. Like what? They got annihilated, deleted. Lethal's like, I gotta take more game. He's dropping a castle on the northern east mid-map. Let's just call it the mid-east, not the midwest part of the map. Lethal's pushing him back. Red is desperately trying to build some more stables. Red had all the time in the world to drop the stables to build Cavalier. He's finally going husbandry. He's researching everything he needs for the cavalry line. He is gonna notice this, and bam. Will Lethal get the castle up? Clearly he will. Only 200 HP on it left. Could have put your villagers in there, but Lethal was AFKing. that, and he notices it a little too late. And so he's going up with another 4 castles. Like, alright, this guy dipped. I can push all his military buildings. Red is having a hard time right now. He does not know. He's saving, guys. This is like the time of Egypt. You know when Joseph got, unfortunately, betrayed by his brother, was sent to Egypt. But the harvest came, you know? The years of plenty. He's saving for the drought to come. There's a day where there's going to be no more gold on the map, no more wood, no more food. And he's going to need to help his land survive and also feed the other territories. Maybe he can make trade with blue. Guys, this is not good. At 150 pop and all these resources, you can have a huge army. 38 army against 76 army. You can have an army of 90 at this point. Or 88. And totally hurt Lethal. Lethal's expanding. He's like, I got this game. I can't believe the tide has turned. He's dropping castles in the western corner, dropping a castle in the mid-north corner of the map. And Red's like, alright, I gotta make one final push. Look at Red's timings. He always times his attacks with the research. Cavalier is about to go up. Almost perfect timing. But unfortunately, they're all basically slaughtered. He does get a great pick on this side. Taking down all of Lethal's bombard cannons. If Lethal managed a little better micro instead of sending them here to kill the archers and went back here, he could have saved them. But okay, Lethal has plenty of more resources, can rebuild them fast, and in general, Lethal's making some space for trebuchets. GG, well played, fam. I can't believe it. I won the game, even though Red had Grimnir. The Britain's player had such a huge advantage the whole game. Even from the get-go, you could notice the resource difference. He was, in the beginning, you know, God created Earth. In the beginning, the Britons will outperform you in food. If you're Britons or Mongols, you're going to win every time. Because Mongols hunt faster, Britons have sheep faster. Franks have the fastest foragers, so there is a little bit of compensation there. Guys, GG well played. One thing I'll say is if Red got 200 pop and stayed 200 pop and played aggressive. Guys, Red trebuchets have blast, a research that basically causes AOE damage from... It's called blast damage in the game. So if a trebuchet hits, it hits in a 4-tile radius, and trebuchet is 200 damage. You can literally send one hit from a treb here and kill a group of them. At least torsion engines for the Ethiopian civilization does that. I think Britons have a similar research that makes their trebs have blast radius. I'm 100% sure. I remember that. I just never use it. So that's unfortunate, guys. GG well played. Most creative 131. Let's look at the economy difference here. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, let's just go to the statistics, guys. Call it a GG. Lethal's military wasn't better, but his economy definitely excelled. And look at the technology tree. Why did Red beat Lethal in technology? Well, he went cavalry. He had to research a new lineup. Lethal stuck to skirmishers because you ain't going nowhere. You're playing against Britons, you got to go scrims. You see a Britons player, you know skirmishers 100%. I did it too late. I knew I was supposed to build them, but I built them too late, and that was my bad. I was saving resources to expand the economy instead of military. Because what's the point of building military and having them stand around, right? And that was the case. Society, Lethal has more castles. Obviously, we noticed the drops. Look at the KDA 1.02, 0.09. Lethal had trash troops, but you know, this guy had those long range longbowmen. The chart shows in favor of Lethal. Actually, I guess we were ahead by score, but then boom, Lethal had military. I think that's the only reason why his score was kind of, you know, 11 military, 3 military. Excelling. I mean, I guess Lethal didn't do too bad. Castle Age, you know, 15 minutes, 5 minutes later, it's standard. It's standard procedure, all good. And let's take a quick look at the economy. 68,000, 10,000 more resources. Lethal got everything starred besides gold. Essentially, he did eventually transition more to stone to pop out those castles and get those organ guns. Got 3 relics, so that's solid. Could have gotten more if he was, you know, a little faster with his APM. Technology, fam. 93% exploration. That's solid. This guy did not care. He was staying in his base all day, every day. Notice the timings here, guys. Really solid, but I somehow managed to get early Imperial timing. Would have been better for him to go early Imp and then commit to Army, but that's okay. We had the highest villager count. Very nice, very nice. APM, we can't see that unless we buy Pro, guys. I'm probably going to pay the $20 subscription just to see all the stats. It's nice. GG, well played, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. Stay lethal, take care, love y'all, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace out. And God bless.